to knock me down, I ain't going out. As the culture turns, you gotta figure it out. They see you getting it poppin', they gon' try and come around. I be down to go out like and keep a live round. In the blick, get you hit. Bitch, we gon' get you first. Don't get caught up in the mix. Better watch out for that blitz. Can't deny that I'm lit. You can't deny that I'm lit.
Can't deny that I'm lit. Gotta ride with your blick. Fuck watching for the option. Be the cops to get you hit. I just right up off the porch. Mama said stay up out the mix. Niggas up when I was broke. They left me down on my dick.
All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Jameer with the Journalism, presented to you by As the Court Returns. Now, before I get into everything, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel and also make sure that you hit that notification bell to stay tuned for more content just like this. All right, y'all, so I want to ask y'all a question. What would you do if someone snatched your child right in front of you at gunpoint? Well, that's exactly what happened in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So this is the story of 7-year-old Jamal White, who was kidnapped in broad daylight and sparked a massive Amber Alert. Now, let me break it all down for you all. What happened, how the community responded, and how Jamal was found safe less than 24 hours later. Now, before I get into that, I want to play the video clip. So this was the first clip that came out when they first broke the story. All right, so that was the original video that went out, and that incident happened on Friday, July 11th, around 7:10 p.m. Jamal White was riding his bike near 61st and Huston Street on Milwaukee's northwest side when a white Jeep Renegade pulled up. So it was 4 masked men armed and jumped out. They held Jamal's father at gunpoint, then grabbed the boy and forced him into the SUV. They sped off. The scene was fast, violent, and terrifying. Okay, so then shortly after that, I want to say the very next day or two, there was another angle of the incident that came out. So let me show y'all that angle, and then we will continue to break this down.
Glad he's okay, but it's kind of like, it's like I still can't rest, because who would do something like this to a 7-year-old?
This new video 12 News obtained Monday shows the Jeep parked on the side of the street Friday night. It starts to move as Jamal is spotted riding his bike on the sidewalk, returning from a nearby park. The boy's aunt says her brother was driving the sedan, following alongside his young son. The camera catching the white Jeep turning around, then later blocking the end of their driveway. 2 people got out of the Jeep simultaneously. One, who appears to be holding a gun, tried following the man into the house. The other chased the little boy down the driveway. Seconds later, the suspect comes back into frame with Jamal in his arms, putting him into the Jeep. Do you have answers as to why in the world this happened yet?
We don't have any answers.
All right, so that was the other angle. So initially, people had thought that the little boy was outside by himself riding a bike and he was abducted. Now, that happened, but it was more to the story. So in that video, you saw that the father was actually out there and he ran without his son. He ran straight in the house and the son was trying to run and follow after him, obviously not fast enough. So therefore, he was intercepted by the people holding him at gunpoint. So later that night, police issued an Amber Alert, and Jamal was described as about 4 feet tall, 80 pounds, wearing a white t-shirt and black shorts. The vehicle had passenger side damage. Surveillance footage, including a doorbell cam, showed the Jeep circling the block moments before the abduction. That footage became key to spreading awareness. Now there has been a lot of confusion because people felt as though, well, do the family got something to do with it? Like, what is going on? So the family's plea was that so Jamal's family was devastated. His cousin Nikki Harrington said they hadn't eaten or slept. Neighbors and volunteers began canvassing the area with flyers, praying for a miracle. So then eventually there was like a breakthrough because he was found. So the miracle did come. By Saturday evening, less than 24 hours later, police found Jamal safe inside a home near 39th and Lloyd Street, still in Milwaukee. He was taken to the hospital and reunited with his family that same night. Crowds gathered and cheered as the news broke. Everyone was finally able to like breathe and exhale. Okay, so before I go further, I wanted to put a statement out, not necessarily a statement, but I wanted to put up some of the things that the father had put on social media. So this is one of the things because the father has said this. So once people realized that the father was out there and ran without his son, the father has said, hell yeah, I ran. I'm thinking they trying to rob me, not take my damn baby. Y'all slow. We both alive and my baby tried to get away. Like I taught him. God had us the whole time. Obviously, I did right. My baby is safe. First of all, my whole thing is I don't care what the situation is. You know they're trying to rob you. Your first and foremost thing you should have done was try to protect your son. Hell, die trying. That's what you're supposed to do. He also put this online. He has said first, so it was people going online coming up with their own theories about what happened. So he said, first, I set it up. Then my brother kidnapped my son. Now I'm wrong for leaving my son. I know I effed up. Y'all ain't got to tell me. My son good, though. Y'all wanted to paint every picture of me to be the bad guy. I can't win with y'all, but I won with my kid. I remember this is the internet. Then he continued on to say, y'all foul as hell, painting them crazy-ass narratives, even the police treating me like I'm the bad guy. As long as my baby straight, all that ever mattered, I still ain't seen my baby face to face. The police locked me all, what? I don't understand what this nigga saying. Locked me all day Saturday, questioning me even when I told them everything. I knew all while my baby was still missing. Free top P, I don't owe nobody nothing but baby. I don't know. I just lost a couple brain cells trying to read that shit. Come on, move. All right, so that was him explaining himself and trying to, put his narrative out there. So again, as this started to circulate, people had their own opinions and they started to say stuff like this. So I have this first comment. This comment is from I'm Jackie. Simone says, your son gonna forever remember his daddy is scary. I agree with that. Next, it say, he was better off not saying shit. You left your son outside with dudes that had a gun. I agree. Next, it says, you literally are the bad guy. You abandoned your son. He's never going to forget that, ever. And then the final comment I have is say, as a man, this is not a good response. This boy could have been killed. And listen, I agree with what everyone is saying. He was better off not going to social media because at the end of the day, whether you set it up or not, you running away and not grabbing your son, you will forever get backlash for that. I don't care what nobody say. You should first and foremost make sure that your child, something that you produce, was protected in the situation. Again, they had guns. Yes, he ran after you, like he was behind you running. But again, it is your job as a parent, your job as a father to make sure that you protect your son by any means necessary. All right, so I want to get to the next part because shortly after this, at the home, police arrested a 25-year-old man on a probation violation. Also, two more men, both 27, were arrested near the abduction site. One is facing charges for resisting and obstructing, and the other for recklessly endangering safety, but no official kidnapping charges have been filed yet. Police say the case is still active and more charges are expected. So what does this mean? So this wasn't just about Jamal. It exposed how fast something like this can happen in public with witnesses and guns drawn. The community came together. Technology like doorbell cameras and the Amber Alert system made a difference. But it also shows we need stronger protections and faster responses to threats like this because next time the outcome could be very, very different. So let me play the clip of the news clip of the aftermath and the people being arrested.
In court today, the uncle of the Milwaukee boy taken from his home, sparking a statewide Amber Alert. Prosecutors say 27-year-old Jamel White fired several shots at a car driving slowly right near the family home at 61st and Eustis. The day after 7-year-old Jamal White was abducted, police found the little boy safe on Saturday. According to the criminal complaint, White told investigators he shot at the car because, quote, he was scared for his family and he hid the gun behind the house in a wooded area. A father and son in that car were not hit. They claim they were trying to help in the search for the missing boy.
You allegedly were shooting at this car that was occupied by two people and did not hit the car at all. At all. So even if you were defending yourself, you didn't even make contact with the people that you were supposed to defending yourself from.
The commissioner set White's cash bond at $20,000.
All right, so pretty much in closing, I want to say that right now Jamal is safe, but this case is far from over, and I'm going to continue following this story. We still don't know why he was taken or who exactly is responsible. So that's my thing. I want to know who exactly is responsible. The people who abducted him, those people need to be definitely under jail because whatever you got going on with the father, you do not involve children. And even y'all seeing that he was outside with his son, y'all couldn't halt y'all plans and handle this another time. Well, first and foremost, I should let it go because I'm sure whatever it is, it's probably some stupid street shit that people are in and they're using kids as collateral damage. I don't like it on either end. I don't like the way the father responded. I don't like how fishy everything seems. And I don't like that they even took this young man because at the end of the day, this is going to be some PTSD that this little boy is going to forever go through. This was a national case. So as he get older, he will be able to Google this case and see what happened and how his father responded. And it may create some animosity or even some resentment towards his father because his father did not go into protection mode. I remember, I don't even have a kid, but I remember having a situation where I was up at my mom's house and, you know, the police used to come a lot and harass my brother when he was on the run. And I remember they came during one of their routine checks trying to intimidate us. And I remember them coming in our house telling us to sit down. And I remember my baby brother. He probably was like maybe 3. And I remember a cop yelling at my baby brother, telling him to sit down. And I remember me getting up. I got in that damn cop face and was like, listen, you ain't going to talk to him like that. I was ready to take a bullet for my little brother because what I wasn't going to allow is for the police officer to talk to my little brother, who is a baby, like that. I immediately went into defense mode and was ready to fight however many cops. I was ready to die for my little brother. So I can only imagine that I would have that same passion for my future children. So to me, again, I don't understand the father's response. I don't understand him trying to go at it with people on social media in regard to this, because regardless of the situation, from what we saw, you look like a bitch. You should have never ran without your son in your hand. So again, as I
In court today, the uncle of the Milwaukee boy taken from his home, sparking.
As I said, I'm going to continue to follow this story, and I will keep y'all updated with this case because I'm curious to get to the bottom of this, you know? So, again, I want to make sure that y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure I hit the notification bell and also like the video, please. All right? And as I always say, this has been Jameer with the journalism. And no, I'm not a journalist, but I got that journalism.